Hey everybody, what's going on? It's iReviewforYou here, and today we're taking a look at the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver Edition. Now, this is an awesome product. I can't wait to show you everything about it in this unboxing and tell you more about what it does in the upcoming review. So, without further ado, let's get started. Pop it out. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the box. So on top here, you have the GoPro by itself, just looking incredibly awesome. And so it's already on a little platform. It's mounted onto a mount, of course. And yeah, so there's two ways to take this out. Number one would be using the little screw on the side here. And then you can just pull it out through those little two slits. And the other option is to just pull it out like so, because it comes attached to a quick release mount, which I will talk more about that later, and that we can just slide it in like that. So taking a look at the actual GoPro itself in the waterproof case, it just looks really cool. Not much else to say about it. We'll get into what the case does and all its functions later. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and open up the case. So you have to lift a little clamp right there, and then it clicks backwards, and then you can remove the watertight seal, and then you can pull out the GoPro, or in my case make it fall out because the clamp was in the way, or the mount, sorry. So the actual GoPro itself is very light. It's really small, compact, pretty cool. And then on the back you have a little message that says that if you're in over 100-mile-per-hour wind conditions, for example if you're skydiving, then you should probably use the skeleton back door, which is something that's included in the box, which we'll see in a second. Alright, so now let's go ahead and put this back on the box, and we'll take a closer look at that in just a second, right after we open the box and take out the contents. Alright, so on the box here, it's very simple, just big GoPro sign on both sides, and then you just have a little picture on the back, and in the front it says learn more at gopro.com. So opening the box, you're greeted with a Hero 3 Plus, a little quick start guide. We'll take that out, and doesn't seem like a quick start guide, it seems like a full instruction manual since it's so long, but the instruction manual is actually longer. So then you also have 3 awesome looking GoPro stickers that you can put anywhere you want. And then here is the user manual, and then on the bottom there, all the way at the bottom, you have some warranty and disclaimers, as it says here on the top. Alright, so taking a deeper look into the box here, we have what seems to be an empty box, but no, you can pull up the floor, which is actually a neat little trick I think that GoPro came up with. It makes it look, well, it makes the box cooler, we'll just say. And then on the bottom floor of the box, you have 2 stands here, or 2 mounts, sorry, whoops. And let's take a look at those. So the first one is a 3-axis mount. This means it'll allow you to spin the cameras in 3 different directions, which would be one right there, and one at the top, and then one in the middle. And that just allows you to customize your angle more, which is very nice of GoPro to include. And then you have a quick release mount that will just elevate the camera a little bit more than the one it's in on the box. Then here you have some sticky quick release bases, so that means you can mount that first quick release in there. And then you also have a charging cable, as well as the skeleton back door, which I talked about earlier. And you also have a battery, so it's rechargeable. I thought I should mention that. Alright, so this is everything that's in the box, and let's go ahead and bring out the GoPro just to have it sit here with everything that comes in the box, and now we'll take a look at individual things. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a closer look at these little sticky bases for the quick releases. So we're gonna go ahead and skip through this unwrapping, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. Alright, so the first of two is completely flat. This means that you can just put it on any flat surface that is preferably not the ground, because the ground is already flat, and you can set it there without gravity making your GoPro fall. So you could use that for a wall or a ceiling. The second one is a slightly curved base, and this one will allow you to put it on a helmet or any slightly curved surface, and then slide your GoPro in. And then you also have a little white rubber thing, which is to reduce shakiness when your GoPro is in the mount. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the GoPro itself. Once again, it looks really cool. I just can't get over that fact. And we're going to go ahead and unscrew this screw right here, just to show you what I was talking about earlier, and to get rid of that little quick release mount. So if the camera will focus here, I'll be able to show you what I talked about earlier, how it just slides out of that slit really easily. Still waiting for the focus, and there it is. So see, as you can see, it just slides out like so, and then you're ready to attach it to another mount, and we just got ourselves another quick release mount that you can put into any of the bases, like so. And whoops, sorry. So it does require a little bit of force to get in, but don't worry, there's no way you can break it really. And the nice thing about these is that you can put them in both ways. So if you have a sticky pad already glued to some place, then you can make the GoPro face forwards or backwards, which is very cool. Alright, so let's put this aside and take a closer look at the GoPro case. So before we do that, we're going to have to open it, obviously, and I'll show you that little mechanism one more time. And waiting for the focus again. So the little clamp, you have to lift it up in the front, and then it latches onto the little back corner right there, which seems very fragile to me, but I'm sure it's not. And as you can see, just demonstrating how that clamp goes in there. And then you can just open the back door and take out the GoPro. Alright, we'll put that aside right now and take a look at the case. Alright, so the case, watertight, can go very deep underwater, as you've probably seen in other GoPro videos. In the front here you have the lens cover, which the old one actually used to have bolts. This one doesn't, which makes it look cool. And then you have buttons here on the side. You have 3 of them, and they look pretty cool. And I'll just demonstrate the mechanism once again. You just push it, and then a little button pops out the inside, like you would expect it to do with any case that's made for electronics that have buttons, of course. Alright, so that's it for this case. It's a very nice case. I really like it. I think the camera looks a lot cooler when it's in the case, actually. And it certainly does a lot cooler things when it's in the case. So let's close that, nice and safe, and take a look at the GoPro. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the GoPro itself. Alright, on the front you have a power button / mode button, which is to select a different mode, and it's also the scroll button if you're in the settings. Then you have a little screen right there to display useful information, of course. You have the lens. On top you have a little nice matte finish. Then you have a power button, a little status light, and then up here you have the microphone. Now, on the back you have the battery compartment, and that button that opens a little battery compartment, and you have an SD card slot. On the other side you have a speaker, and then on the bottom you have a little Wi-Fi button to activate Wi-Fi and let you go into the GoPro app. Then on the other side here you have a little thing that opens, and that reveals even more ports. So the first one is a micro USB port. If it'll focus once again, there it is. So you have a micro USB port, a micro SD port, and an HDMI port, which are all, you know their features. All of them are basically just to connect the GoPro to different devices and show your footage or even download it. So let's close that back up, put this little panel thing back over it, and there we go. Taking a little bit more work than I thought it would. Okay, there we go. And yeah, there's the GoPro. So now we're gonna go ahead and put in the battery and turn it on really quickly. So to turn on the battery, all you have to do is, oh man, the focus. So to open up the battery, to put in the battery, sorry, all you have to do is push this little button, and then the battery door will just slide right out like so, and then you can put in the battery. And this just makes you realize how incredibly compact this camera is. I mean, half of it is just the battery, so I mean, all the other things it can do are all in half of the camera, which is amazing to think about. So then we just pop the rechargeable battery back in there, and alright, nice little closing, and there we go. So now we're gonna go ahead and press the power button once, and it'll turn on with that little red flashing light here with 3+, and it says no SD. And so now taking a look at the little screen, on top it says what mode you're in, and what if you're in wide, medium, or narrow field of view. Then you have the quality and the frames per second. Then you have how many pictures or videos you have on your SD card, which is not displayed at the moment because I don't have one. At the bottom you have how long the video's been going and the battery. Alright, and on the side here, let's take a look at the Wi-Fi button. You press that, the little blue light flashes or turns on to show you that the Wi-Fi is turned on, and then it redirects you into the GoPro app. Alright, so now don't be scared, this is normal. I'm just fast forwarding through all the features that this camera has, and this took a ridiculously long amount of time to demonstrate. So I'm gonna make a separate video on all the different options that this camera has, so stay tuned for that. But for now, onwards with the unboxing. Alright, so now what we're gonna go ahead and do is take a video with the GoPro, and I'll show you guys that video on the side of the screen here. I'll just split the screen in half and put the video right there. So pay attention to the little 19. That's how many videos I already have on this SD card, and it's just gonna jump up here after we finish this video. So right now you can see what we've been doing in this unboxing, and it's probably gonna be a bit shaky because I was doing this with my hands, so I'm sorry about that. But anyways, let's get on with it. So we're gonna go ahead and press stop, and the video should stop now too. And now you can see we have a little 20 instead of a 19. And then on the bottom you have how much battery life you have left, and on the top you have the wide angle, and that's in camera mode, and then you have the option to see that it's in 1080p at 60 frames per second. So let's switch over to camera mode, or to picture mode. I have 23 pictures on my SD card already because of the previous camera I had them in. And now let's take a picture, and now jump to 24, first picture with the GoPro. Alright. So taking a look at everything we have unboxed today, the first thing is the charger for the battery inside the GoPro. Then we have the skeleton back door to get better sound quality in high wind situations. Then we have 3 GoPro stickers, a quick start guide, user manual, and warranty and disclaimers. Then we have not 1, not 2, but 3 different mounts for the GoPro, 2 of which are quick releases. Then we also have 2 quick release bases, one of which is curved and the other one is flat. And then over here we have a little shock absorber, so that if the camera wiggles while it's in the quick releases, that you can just get rid of that little shake. And of course, the star of the show, the GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver Edition. So that's it for this video. I really do hope everybody enjoyed watching, and that you got what you wanted to know out of this video. And make sure to please stay tuned for the review, as well as all the features coming up soon. And don't forget to subscribe and click the like button, it helps out a bunch. So that's it from me. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.